of molecules or the number of stuff that you have in any given volume. So if we're comparing how much stuff you have in two different containers that have the same volume, they're going to have two different densities. One of the most common ways people talk about density is as it relates to the phases, where you've got solids, so you've got a whole lot of molecules in a specific volume, versus liquids, where those molecules start to spread out a little bit more, you have fewer molecules in the same volume, to a gas, where you have a very small number of molecules that exist in a volume. So the density of a solid is going to be greater than the density of a liquid, is going to be greater than the density of a gas. Now that is if you have the same type of molecule in the same volume, but it's at different phases. You're going to have a solid greater than liquid greater than the gas. But you can also compare densities of two different molecules, and those densities are going to look very different. So one solid could have a density where the molecules are kind of compact, but not nearly as compact as they were with these fires. And so the density in the one with the stars, of course, there are fewer molecules in the stars. There are fewer stars than there were fire. So the density of the solid is going to be greater than the density of the solid with the stars. In general, the amount of molecules that you can get to fit into one given volume is going to be the density. And density is also going to change depending on the phase. Densities can change depending on the polarity of the molecules. So if the molecules are able to engage in intermolecular bonds with other molecules, that will make more molecules able to fit in the same volume. Same thing, if these molecules aren't able to do intermolecular bonds, it might be harder for them to be able to compact into the same volume. Smaller molecules, you're going to be able to fit a whole lot of smaller molecules into one volume compared to very few big molecules into one volume. So also the size of the molecule makes a difference in how much the density of that specific substance is.